drinking and boogers I'm eating. Oh. Well. It is cold and nasty out. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not too early, you know. Making this face like it's super early. Good Saturday morning, folks. Got a lot of lights to put out here. And, you know, I was thinking, because it took so long last night. Well, the last few nights. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but the last couple nights, the upload rate has been so slow, and I have really, really, really good internet here at the house. I could understand if I was somewhere else, like when I was in that cabin, it took a little longer a couple months ago. But I was thinking, like, not today. I'm uploading it super early. I'm gonna get it started early anyway. Then I thought about it, like, this whole video is the follow-up to yesterday of me getting all these lights up, and then of course it's got to be on video, me plugging it in all at once. You know, I want them all to light up at the same time, and it has to be dark to do that. Let's all get out here. So, I guess I'll be uploading this one a little later than what I wanted to, but we're starting off the day here. She's got to hit the road early. She is going to Yellow Springs? I don't know. I think that's what it's called. But she's had this trip planned with her daughter and her mother, I believe. And anytime she's going to go on a trip like that, I want to check all the fluids in the car, if you know what I mean. Forgive me. I've literally just kind of getting up and getting going, so I probably look terrible, probably sound terrible. That definitely needs some oil in it. But you know, let me speak on a few things real quick that I think are funny. And I've had people tell me this, but I've never, I guess, gotten to this point on YouTube where it's doing good enough for people to start hating. You know what I mean? Like, for every comment that I get of somebody truly telling me, like, you know, hey, I work this type of job and your videos are what get me through the day. It's something that I get to listen to as I'm working and getting out of this. There was a grappling truck guy that said that. There was a couple people that were like, you know, me and my husband sit down every evening and watch your video together. It's like a tradition now because you've been doing it so many days in a row. For every one of those, there's some, you know, just guy with his panties just wadded plumb up, dude. I mean, just the tightest Girl Scout knot you could tie, right? And it's been prevalent lately. And this guy last night was so worked up. He's like, oh, yeah. You're trying so hard to be Smile More, which didn't make sense to me because that's like a merch brand. Smile More is like a brand, you know. I think he meant to say Roman Atwood, which is funny, right? Because I you know, I've showed on here how much respect I have for Roman Atwood and how much, yeah, I mean, a lot of people would love to be that dude, but I guess I'm having trouble, you know, if you could close that gap for me, if you could bridge that and show me, because I watched the video back, and literally the video was of me, number one, talking about how my van still runs from the MacGyver trick and how I fixed it, and then I talk about tow trucks, and then I show a picture of a car that I rolled a few years ago and how, told the story of how a tow truck, you know, made it worse than what it was. Move on from there. I go to work, do my thing, come back on and say, hey, you know, today sucked. I was in a crawl space all day. And then, you know, I know there's a few other things said in between that. Oh, I talk about business and how I progressed in my career to get to the position I'm in. And, you know, it's just from learning and watching. And then, of course, I always talk about how grateful I am to not be a struggling addict anymore out there. And then I move on to, you know what, this is the first year that I can finally afford to do it. So I go to Walmart and pick out some Christmas lights and talk about how the fact that a ladder was the deciding factor, how this single aluminum ladder, for the first one bought in my family line, you know, of Horners, somebody finally buys a ladder, and how that ladder single-handedly made me, yeah, it kind of pushed me over the edge, if you will, to want to do this, you know, decorate my house and celebrate with my family. And this guy's like, this is just a guy trying to be yourself, be original. Dude, it can't get any more original than that, Bobby. Literally, it's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how I went from the homeless shelter to, you know, a $150,000 home that I'm grateful that I can go buy lights for. I didn't see Roman talking about that, but anyway, as a matter of fact, strangely enough, there's been a few times that it was the opposite of that. If you keep up with me and him, it was kind of strange actually, because the video that I did where I sat and broke down my bills and how much my monthly cost is, 2 vlogs later, Roman talked about how much the laundromat and the car wash made. I sprinkled in a little video of putting in my wife's extensions, and next video, Roman's dyeing Brittany's hair. So, you know, I don't know. You know, we did, whenever I was in Newark at the laundromat, we did sit and talk for a minute, and it was, matter of fact, it was his inspiration and a lot of the tips that he gave me that I've been using since then, because he sat down and grabbed my iPhone and looked at the thumbnails and looked into my YouTube studio at what I do and how I do it, and then gave me a few tips, and I've used those few tips. But I'm saying this, I knew you were coming, right? The better I do, the more of you guys will come, and I invite them all. Hey, it's more comments, baby. More comments is more traffic. More traffic is more AdSense. And you know what we do with the AdSense around here, baby. Woo! Let's go get a shower so I can get started on these lights, man, and get her up the road. All right, shower acquired. Day 80. Day 80. 80 videos in a row. Let's map out this Christmas light stuff. I don't know, what'd you guys think of that little jelly roll intro? I'm pretty sure I've done it and put it in here. I haven't done it yet, but it's here, and I just want to know, you know. I didn't want to believe it. I kept hearing a bunch of people say, oh, Jelly Roll ate his boogers, and I was like, whatever. And I avoided it. I didn't want to look at it. And then my wife was like, did you hear about Jelly Roll eating his boogers? And I was like, I've heard, but I didn't look yet. And part of me, I guess, didn't want to, but I looked, and sure enough, man. So, of course, I got to speak on it and poke fun at it. You know, whatever. So, yeah, I'm realizing I have 4 of these pillars, and I actually watched the video back and heard myself say that, but Tweaker at Walmart, which a lot of people seem to think that was Big Lots for some reason that I was at, where the guy was real talkative, but it wasn't. So anyway, I only bought 3 things for pillars, so I gotta get 1 more, which is fine because I gotta get clips anyway. Did not think about it, but I have nothing like clips to clip it to the gutter, because my goal is to try to run it all the way across my garage. Across that eave, there's a little breezeway that connects my garage and the house, and then around this front eave. I have 150 foot or a little over that I should be able to do that. But anyway, yeah, speaking of the haters, man, this guy's like, you're trying so hard to be Smile More. Like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't even participate in that stuff, dude. You're tripping. Anyway, let's go get some lunch real quick. I'm gonna make some pulled pork sandwiches and some fries, and then I'm gonna get on this, baby. Woo!
If a kangaroo is being chased by a dog, it might jump into a river. Now, once in the water, the kangaroo waits.
He watches the most interesting stuff. Let's get this party started, shall we? Look at that beautiful backdrop. Look at that gorgeous GMC Savannah right there. Son of a bitch is a monster. I need to start it. I haven't started in a while. Man, I tell you what, they will instruct you through anything nowadays, won't they? Look at that. They even spell out how to, so let's see if we can do that maneuver here. So it is, it's kind of like a, step one, I need a hoodie on. It's cold out here. Should have known that. Oh, you got packets for me? Yeah. That's a Christmas spirit. I was out here putting some lights up and then some gifts come along. Do I need to sign for it? I do? Okay. There you go. See, get into the Christmas spirit. Start putting lights up. And I mean, it's not a Santa sleigh. It's a rental truck. It's weird to me that FedEx doesn't prepare enough. But probably cost efficient to just rent trucks once a year. I don't know. Oh, yeah. We got a shiny new ladder. Alright. So, I don't know if it is any higher than that. Yeah, I smashed the gutter. That's on me, by the way. Here's what I'm thinking. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna like roll these out and see, because I want to go across that garage, across this eave. Hopefully it ends there, because it wouldn't look right to try to drag it on here, but then start here again. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Oh, I just realized my lights aren't working. There we go. Should reach across the garage at least. Bro, come on. It's not one continuous set. 50-foot leak contains 2 sets of. Alright. Read the box, James. Which that might actually work out perfect. It's like, how do they know how long my garage was, right? Folks, as you could tell, I don't know what I'm doing. I just really want the gutter right here, but that's only like, I'm 6 foot, so that's like, yeah, that's about 6 foot worth. Actually, I'm 6'1". All right, let's get something hung though. Either way, whatever way we're gonna do it. Would it be dumb to drill a bunch of holes in the gutter in the front and then like loop the zip tie through the hole? They sell plastic clips, don't they? Buddy, you want to go to the store with your dad? You want to go to the store with Dad? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I'll put your shoes on. Sing alphabet, we sing alphabet. Let's get a hat real quick. We'll play that on the way too if you want to. You can Bluetooth into the truck. Ooh, he ain't had them subs yet. Smack him. Hit him with the Cocoa Melon at 27 hertz. Right? Here, let's put on your hat, buddy. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. You get your hair up first. Mommy put it in a braid, and Daddy ain't gonna mess with that. I don't know what I'm doing. You like that? Is that good? Yes or no? Is that good? Give me a hug. Oh, I love. Mwah. Oh. What's your face? Should we stick a jacket on real quick too, or no?
Yes.
Okay. You're smarter than I am. Daddy would have just let you freeze, I guess, huh? Let me start the truck real quick. All right, love you, buddy. Let's get out here. Keys. Other keys. All right. We're not even gonna tell your brothers what we're going on. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they've woke up yet. It's kind of gross. I probably shouldn't let that happen, huh? I will be on the worst road inside of the county. I set it down on the dash. I mean, it's the worst road ever, but Lil Man hasn't been in this truck in the last week that I've had these subs in here. I'm just curious of what his reaction's gonna be. Hit him with that Walnut Willie real quick.
Man, hold up. Welcome to the grip, y'all. Listen, it's time to get it. I ain't yapping about nothing unless I really live it. Like
Y'all seen that smile? I seen that smirk. Got a little bass head in the making.
got the bone wraps from like a pay. Ball yuppie trying to look mean in skinny jeans. Spend a week with me in the crib. See what it really means. Fully loaded.
Yeah!
I put more kids in your head than a
You like that, don't you?
I see what y'all do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just a bunch of
But we the boys.
don't really want.
Little Man, he might not be able to use his words and tell me, but I know what that smirk means. I've had that smirk a few times, and it was because I was really feeling whatever it was that was going on right now. And that's pretty cool, actually. All right, let's get to Walmart, quick, man. Back to the Walmart. I seen this coming. If I'm being honest, this is the kind of thing that I do. And I think I do it intentionally. I know there's a lot more efficient ways of going about. This lady's gonna let me go. Come on, buddy. Go, 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 go. I know there's a lot more efficient ways of doing all this, right? I could get all the stuff at once, and heck, some people even will search. Come on. What's the point in having this entrance right here where all the Christmas lights are if you can't go in it? But what I was gonna say is some people will even go as far as like looking up online to see what aisle the product is that they're gonna go get. It takes the adventure out of it for me. I just want to kind of aimlessly run around there for a minute on my day off with my son. See if we can find what we're looking for. I want some way, maybe some remote like Wi-Fi switch that I could turn all this on. Because I'm gonna, for real, Clark Griswold this. I'm gonna get everybody out, the whole family in the front yard tonight, and hit the switch and have them all come on at the same time. Let's see if I can make that happen. Zip ties are on rollback. How many's in here? 20 of them. I think at least 2 of them. All right, I think here's some setting another goal today by trying to figure out how to make this this whole thing one single switch, turn it all on. But I know I can make that happen. Remote control indoor outdoor outlet. I think this is it, boy. With remote control, I mean, you would have, I don't know how close you gotta be. Up to 100-foot range. Sick, dude. Man, I cannot find, for the life of me. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where, I'm looking for like a plastic clip that I could clip onto the gutter to hang lights. What's the adventure out of it for me? I just want to kind of aimlessly run around there for a minute on my day off with my son. Do you know where I'd find her? I knew they made them, and I definitely didn't go on Walmart.com to look up the aisle number, did I, buddy? Sure didn't, did I? He's my ride or die. I ain't never gonna tell.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's everything I need. Let me just go find him something. What do you want, buddy? Hey, buddy. Want this? Is that a teddy bear on you? Whoa, did you just now recognize it? Do you like it? Oh, do you want a big teddy bear like that? Do you want a big old teddy bear? Do you want it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. We'll put it in the buggy. Yeah, no, he can ride right there, buddy. Tell you what, Teddy's about to get a show too. You ready, Teddy? Teddy, you gotta hold on. Teddy's not holding on. Teddy fell back. I'm telling Mom. All right. One run down, many to go. But those clips help out a lot. So hear me out. This little 6-foot section I have in between the house and garage, they don't necessarily sell a little 6-foot deal. That's those icicle kind. So I got a plan. I got 9 foot here. I'm thinking those little zip ties that I had earlier. Let me just do it and then I'll show you and see what you think. Zip tie a few little icicles. It was 9 foot, but now my couple of little homemade icicles, probably closer to 6 foot. They'll never know. Oh my! There you go. All right. I mean, you kind of remember ordering stuff, but that's a lot of. I'm looking for one thing in particular, though, because I want to go ahead and get it out right now, because I already told my son about it. But, it's actually really good that it's showing up while I'm out here. So, and not the kids, so I can hide it real quick in the garage. Trying to get in the Christmas spirit and hang all these lights. But it's like the 5th time something showed up on the porch and I had to stop what I was doing and move it. But that's the whole point. And I told the boys probably about 3 or 4 days ago on the way to school, I was having the oldest drive us again. And I was like, guys, I don't want to give too much away, but I am excited to tell you that this is going to be by far the best Christmas we've ever had, that I've ever even been a part of in my life. I can't even believe that we're in this position to do this, but we are. And just a little sneak peek, I got my little remote out. Watch this. Bam. 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 This thing is badass, dude. I'd say the battery dies pretty quick, though. But I don't want to, I'm not showing you nothing else. You guys are going to have to wait to the very end. I'm going to manage to tie it. That's going to be the hardest part, is tying everything together on the same power so that the switch lights everything up. That's going to be the hard part. But I think I got a plan. Update. I don't know. I'm still really inspired and still pretty excited about this whole thing, but I think I got to these pillars, like wrapping the pillars, and that's the part that I'm having trouble with because it's not covered as much as I wanted. See, the pillar, it only goes like the 1-2 loops around both of them. The entire gutter, and then to this eave around the split between the garage actually worked out pretty good, but let's give you guys a little sneak peek here. Let's hit the on button. Ready? Bam. All right. And I got one more row of these little jokers to go out. But it probably, being 4 foot, it's probably only in it like right here. So I'm probably gonna have to get one more of those and some more of the pillar ones. But it's working out. It's working out. The on and off switch is gonna be the focus piece of crap. The on and off switch is gonna be by far the savior of this whole deal. Man, my hands look horrible, don't they? Jeez. Especially this one. That's the finger that we smashed doing the go-kart thing, and there's been a lot happen over the last 80 days. That's definitely an understatement. And one of the things I want to do in an upcoming vlog is I want to go over that. I want to take a minute to look back on the past 80 some days at everything that we've done. We've done a lot. We turned a Camry into a cool looking car. We revived an old go-kart. We took a trip to Michigan. We stayed in cabins. We rode side-by-sides. We took on a devastating flood from a hurricane that come up here in the Northeast, and we rebuilt from that. I rebuilt we've done a lot. And I'm so glad that you guys hung out with me through all of it. So we got to look back at that. But she's only like an hour from being home from Yellow Springs. And I want to have this done so we can all come out here and click this daggone on button. This thing is sick. Check this out. Off. On. Off. On. Off. Dude, listen. I'm an 80s baby. This stuff wasn't even heard of. When they first come out, listen. When they first come out with that Christmas tree button that you could put like at the skirt of the tree and then just step on it and the whole tree come on. Oh, dude. I was hooking that thing. I kept it year round because I was hooking it to different things. I was like, check this out. I had an old receiver, like an old style receiver that had an actual on and off switch. So for the music, I'd just stomp on that thing and then the bumps would come on. I'm an idiot is what I'm trying to say. All right, just want to check in. I'm opening up my 4th roll. We'll get these off the reel real quick. This is where I'm at. I got all the yard ones done. I've got 3 of the pillars. I'm backtracking my way back now across there. Funny story. This ladder, which is, as you guys know, is kind of the crux of my motivation and what made me realize I can do this. I'm capable. But I was carrying it like this, and I actually hit a power line, and it was like a 400 volt power line, and it shocked me and killed me. And then they took me to the hospital, and they revived me or whatever, and they brought me back out here to finish this. But I just thought it's something I should share with you guys. There's been a lot of, but no, there has been a couple moments that I was like, man, I wish I had set the tripod up the whole time. Just some funny stuff has happened. I almost fell, found a soft spot in the roof. That sucks. So thought I was done roofing. Apparently not. So my porch roof needs done too, which I don't know, dude. That'll definitely be 2025 when I do that. But the lights are working out. She's like 20 minutes from being here, so I gotta bust ass and get the rest of it. And I'll show you guys when we go to light it up. I might let her hit the button. I don't know. I want Finley to hit the on and off switch. That's who should hit it.
Many hours later.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I haven't flipped the switch just yet on all of it. I mean, I've seen it as I've been going, but I haven't turned it all on all at the same time in the dark. And what I did, I had 250 foot left, or 250 lights, I should say, not 250, but gee whiz, of the collared icicle, whatever you call them. And I have this big old, whatever kind of bush this thing is out here. And one of these days, I'll be one of those homeowners that knows what kind of bushes are in my yard and, what family of plant it's from and how to make it flourish. But come on, guys. This is the first year I could afford a ladder and some lights, so give me a break. But anyway, man, that guy walking by just said what it was, and I can't remember. So this bush right here, let me point with this ladder. This bush right here, I used the rest of those lights that I had to wrap around it. So that's the only thing that I'm kind of like, that might be a little bit white trashy looking, but I am white trashy, so they, how else people gonna know? So let's put this ladder up. Let's go in here and get the little guy. Show him this remote. As soon as he sees that it says on and off, because he clearly knows how to read, he'll be ready to push. Ow. He'll be ready to push that button for sure, and we'll get it lit up for everybody. Give me just a little bit. It wouldn't light up there for a minute, but I found the fuse that was plugged, and I got the fuse. And now it's gonna work this time. And I'm gonna get the film. I'm gonna make them all come out here and look at it. Bubba, do you wanna go outside and look at the lights? Let's go get your brothers, okay? You get to hit the switch. Come on, Bubba. Here. The switch is yours.
Help him, because there's a pumpkin right there.
It's a gourd.
Those need to go.
I should have took them off the porch. Bubba, here.
Okay.
Before you push the button, let's all get out here. You see
Ready?
You see the? Oh, Bubba! Yay! Quick.
Whoa, Bubba.
Do you know how to turn it off? Push the other button.
on button.
All right, let's turn it on for a minute and actually look at it. Okay. Well, you guys like it?
Yeah.
It's pretty bright, isn't it? What do you guys think we should do? Any tips? Like the obvious things, we need a few more of these right
yeah, we
here.
need more on the bush.
What else should we do?
Get rid
Yes
of
or
the
no?
pumpkins.
Yeah, turn it on.
Yes,
Yes.
turn it on.
3, 2, 1. Good job,
Good job,
buddy.
buddy.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to wrap this one up here. I appreciate you guys, and hey, this was a fun one for me, and I understand that not every time that it's fun for me, it's going to be fun for you guys. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself today. I will say there's a few times today that I paused for a second and was like, man, you're devoting an awful lot of time to this, you know, just putting lights up, and you know, it's kind of, my mind is constantly risk reward, like what am I doing with my time, and it's kind of manic, if you will. But then also I thought, you know what, this is something I enjoy. This is what we work so hard for. This is what we bust our ass all week for, you know, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, Monday through Friday to do, right? Is so that we can do these things that's fun at our home with our families. This was fun, man. And having a little one come out here and be able to flip the switch for the first time, and all the other boys and her see it and share it with us as a family, made it all worth it. So I appreciate you guys. And I know what you're thinking. You spend a lot of money on these lights, man. But don't worry. That's not gonna put a dent in the paying the truck off, baby. Woo!